Hello everyone, it's Tom. I am back with another video for you, which is a Demon Hunter speed guide for Greater Rift with Multishot Unhallowed essence build. I will introduce this with only non-ancient items with 800 Paragon level in an 80 level speed GR for a simple demonstration. Now let's see this Unhallowed essence set in a few words quickly. This set mainly focuses on distance from the enemy and resource management. With 2-piece bonus, your generators generate 2 additional hatred and 1 discipline. This is not important for us, because we don't use any generator skill in this build. Thanks to the 4-piece bonus, you gain 60% damage reduction and deal 60% increased damage for 8 seconds if no enemy is within 10 yards of you. This provides staple damage reduction, plus another minor damage increase, with the unique requirement of keeping your distance from the enemy. Your generators, Multishot and Vengeance deal 350% increased damage for every point of discipline you have. This bonus encouraging you to both expand your max discipline and to use it sagely as you play to maintain your damage output at high level. Okay, our main damage dealer is Multishot with 1 chill rune. The 4 and 6-piece set bonus will determine the shape of our build. How this build works. The next key elements of this are closely related. Distance from the enemy, cooldown reduction, resource management and attack speed. There are 4 items with which you can increase the max discipline. Each of them gives you between 10 and 12 discipline from secondary stats. And 2 of them have damage multiplier to Multishot. Okay, let's see them. First is a bow, the Young Recurve, with up to 200% damage multiplier to Multishot and attacks 50% faster. The ideal stats, dex, extra damage, attack speed, socket and fixed resource cost reduction stat and plus discipline in secondary stats. The next item is the Deadman Legacy Quiver. With this, Multishot hits enemies below 60% health twice, and this damage is increased up to 200% damage multiplier. Interesting, this means this quiver picks damage up almost where you used ambush passive skill leaves off. The desired stats, dex, attack speed, crit chance, extra multishot damage and hatred regeneration or area damage, and past discipline in secondary stats. To be honest, really hard to get a proper one. You need an ancient one with this primary set combination and high damage multiplier and plus discipline in secondary stats. The extra hatred regeneration would be important here. Our attack speed is really high thanks to this bow and quiver, and we want to use Multishot constantly without any research generator skill. But this is especially true because we will even increase the attack speed to a higher level with another item. I will talk about this in more detail later. Area damage isn't really necessary in a speed GR, since you likely 1 or 2 shot almost everything, especially in a solo game. The next is the Unhallowed Essence set chest. An ideal roll, dex or res reduced damage from elites and socket. As secondary stats, plus discipline and melee or missile damage reduction. But hatred regeneration is also available here as primary stat if you have resource problem. But I think hatred regen in quiver will be enough. Okay, the last item with extra discipline in secondary stats is the Stone of Jordan Ring. The desired stats, cold damage, extra damage against elites, socket and crit chance or crit damage, depending on which one you need to maintain a 1 to 10 ratio. The new legendary power is not really important if you use only plus cold damage in your gear. Before I introduce another used items, I would like to talk about our cube choices. First is the ring. To avoid undesirable guaranteed stats of Ring of Royal Granger, you should use in the cube. Thanks to this item, you can use Unhallowed Essence set in a combination with Captain Crimson Triumphs. This set provides cooldown reduction as well as resource cost reduction bonuses, and then scales your damage dealt and damage reduced according to both stats respectively. Okay, in armor slot we will use Prideful to a better resource management. Your resource cost reduced by 30% after not taking damage for 5 seconds. The resource cost reduction from Prideful gets added to your sheet resource cost, therefore scales with Crimson 3-piece buff. Okay, as you see in this picture, my resource cost reduction is really high. This will be important from a different perspective. I will talk about this in the Legendary Gem section. Lastly, the Echoing Fury as Weaponing Cube. It increases DPS via attack speed bonus and gives extra movement speed thanks to Frenzy 5 stats. Now in here, I don't want to use down crossbow for Vengeance cooldown. I want to use another way to reduce cooldown. So our attack speed is really high, thanks to Young Recurve legendary power and Deadman Legacy Quiver attack speed bonus stat and Frenzy bonus from Echoing Fury. Taking advantage of this, we will use Obsidian Ring of the Zodiac in this build. This ring reduces the remaining cooldown of one of the skills by 1 second when hitting with resource spending attack. With this you can maintain Vengeance skill almost constantly. Ideal stats: crit hit chance, cooldown reduction, resource cost reduction and socket. As secondary stat, physical resistance. The last used jewelry is the skirt necklace. This legendary piece greatly increases both damage dealt and unfortunately your damage taken. But most of the time you likely one or two shot almost everything, mainly in a solo game, so probably you can avoid your enemy's attacks. But you have a chance to maintain its stacks more easily. A legendary gem will help with this. The desired stats: cold damage, crit chance, crit damage and socket, and physical resistance as secondary stats. The last key item in this build, the Nemesis Bracers for more elites and progress glow. The ideal stats: cold damage, dex, crit chance and life regen. As secondary stats, melee or missile damage reduction. Why did I choose the life regen? We will use heal from skill, so life on hit not really important here, but life regen is more useful. This will support Skirt Necklace and Molten Shield Gem. In a group speed GR, when another player picks Nemesis, you can use other bracers, for example Lakuni for more attack speed. Before we jump into skill section, now just a quick check for the best stats for remaining items. Helm, Dex, Crit Chance, Socket and Multishot damage bonus. As secondary, physical resistance and pickup radius. Okay, shoulders, Dex, White, Ores and cooldown reduction, and health growth bonus and pickup radius as secondary. Boots, Dex, White, Ores, Multishot damage bonus. As for secondary stats, health growth bonus and pickup radius. Gloves, Dex, crit chance, crit damage, and I would say White on low paragon, otherwise go with cooldown or attack speed. Secondary, physical resistance and pickup radius. Pants, Dex, White, Ores and Socket. As secondary stats, life per kill and pickup radius. Belt, Dex, White, life regen and Ores. As secondary stats, life per kill and pickup radius. Now the gems. If you want more toughness, use diamonds, and if you want more damage, use emeralds in chest and pants. For more cooldown reduction, use diamond in helm. Okay, now the legendary gems. Bane of the Trapped. It gives us more damage and movement speed reduction to our enemies. Zay Stones for more damage, it's a perfect choice in this build. Last one is Molten with life regen. It helps maintain your Skirt Necklace stacks and Cubed Pride Falls legendary bonus. To support this gem, use this life per second legendary potion. If you balance your gear, your ideal life pool should be around max 4 or 500,000. With increased toughness from Captain Crimson, and with the insane life regeneration from the Molten Gems and stats, you will stay at near full health most of the time. Now check the used skills. You should use Multishot with Vine Chill rune. This cold rune applies a chilling effect prior to dealing damage, crossing Bane of the Trap and Cool of the Beak without the need of spending a passive slot or Thrill of the Hunt. In turn, this allows you better speedrun passives. The 8% crit chance bonus is a great addition, especially in a group speed GR. The next is Vengeance with Seath rune for more damage and high resource regeneration. The next skill is quite fortunate for this build, as the set translates every bit of additional discipline into a source damage. So you can take the full advantage of preparation with Invigoration rune. It extends your discipline pool with 20, and you can use this an emergency 30 discipline refill. But use it wisely, I mean not too often, because you need less skills with remaining cooldown to maintain Vengeance skill constantly with Zodiac Ring. Multishot with Echoing Fury use a lot of hatred, so you should use Bad Companion for hatred regeneration and refill. Vault is a mandatory addition. Your best rune option to this build is Tumble, which is quite cheap thanks to our high research cost reduction. The last active skill slot is free. Instead of using Research Generator, you should use Shadow Power with Shadow Glide rune for life on hit and more movement speed. Using it when really necessary for healing because it costs 14 discipline. But thanks to your high research cost reduction, it is quite cheap. While I was playing, I was able to manage this very easily without any discipline problem. As for the passive skills, first is Cool of the Week, and you can use it without Thrill of the Hunt thanks to Multishot 1 Chill rune. Next is Ambush for more damage. This is an obvious choice and a really good addition to Deadman Legacy Quiver. Instead of Thrill of Hunt, you should use Steady Aim for more damage. You already have to keep your distance from your enemies anyway. Finally, the Blood Vengeance will not only expand your hatred pool, but also refill both hatred and discipline when picking up Hurled Gloves. So increased pickup radius is very important for us. Okay, I used only 800 Paragon points and non-ancient items. As you can see, these items are not too good, with not the best stats, so there is a possibility for higher level GR and progression. I want to show you a basic build, which is easy to put together early in any season. Well, that is for today. You can find the DP Planner link in the description. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you have enjoyed this guide. If you would like to watch more, please don't forget to subscribe and give me a thumbs up. And see you in the next one. Peace.